It almost looks like it rained here today. Or it sprinkled a little bit. Some of all of the bushes. They're kind of wet. I guess I'll go this way. Pretty cool looking trees here. Oh, there's squirrels up here somewhere. Making noises. They're like, he stepped under the tree. Danger. My berry just suddenly just died. Oh, now it's coming back. It just died for a minute. These trees are really cool. Go this way. I don't know why a bitrate keeps dropping a lot. Like it's mostly okay until oh no, it's not. Oh, those maybe not leaves, but the flowers look just like I have some like a house plant, some flowers growing in a pot inside. The leaves are a little different, but the flowers look exactly like those. Me, I don't know. It isn't working better than it is. It might be that my phone's not I wonder if my phone doesn't pick up good being in this backpack, sitting as the battery pack. Yeah, it seems to be just fine as soon as I get it away from the battery pack. Well, maybe not. I came here the other day and tried streaming on my phone. Okay. I didn't actually go live, but just went, made sure it was working. And it was working freaking great, even though I was on my phone, so I only have 2 connections. But I guess today it's not working so good. Oh, those are some nice flowers. Oh, here. Let me sit down here and do something else real quick. I forgot. Hi, Gary Bubble. How's it going? Alright, it's on now. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I'm having problems right now. I didn't think I would be. I have a backpack, but I'm not using it. I'm just using my phone. And I tested here the other day to see if the, internet worked good enough. On my phone, I can only use 2 connections. And it was working really good. And now today it's not. I'm trying to switch to something else. That seems a little bit better. How are you doing? Hopefully it doesn't completely disconnect again. This part's cool, the trees. And a nice bench here. Oh, really? Nice. Do you like it? Hopefully it's better. But nothing's changed that much for me either. I guess. I don't know. Maybe a lot has, but maybe not that much. As far as like where I live and jobs and stuff. This is a nice area. Oh, cool. That sounds really cool. Hi, Benny. How's it going? Hello. Just walking around a Japanese garden. It's like super pretty here. It's kind of too early in the year. A few of the leaves are kind of starting to change. In another like month from now, it'll probably be, really, really colorful. I'll come here again in like a month or something and stream. Yeah, my life mostly hasn't changed. But kind of, I don't know. Beryl got laid off like a month ago, so she's been home more, which is just different. And then, I don't know if you saw any of the dog walking streams, Dirty Bubble, but Mog died 2 weeks ago, so I don't have a dog anymore, which is weird because I spent quite a bit of time walking him and stuff. And so I don't know, my life's just different. The last like couple of weeks has just been like, it was already weird and then stranger, so it's just like kind of like, okay, what do I do now? It's alright. He was like almost 14. I mean, I miss him. I don't want to make it sound like I don't, but he was almost 14 and was starting to get like pretty bad arthritis and stuff, where he had a harder time enjoying walks and stuff. So, I mean, I knew it was going to happen at some point, sooner rather than later. He had a pretty nice life. It's an old man dog. You have to like duck all the way over to get under that. So, yeah, I don't have a dog to go on walks with, like places like this. I used to like taking him here. So now I come here with Chat. Or something like that. Ooh, I should go over there and walk across the cool bridges. Nope. He wasn't that bad. He had arthritis. Well, I only moved up here and started taking care of Mog like 3 years ago. So I didn't have him the whole 14 years, just basically like 3 years. But still, I've gone to a lot of nice parks and stuff here that I probably never would have went to if I just, hadn't been trying to find nice places. I didn't really like walking around our neighborhood, so I'd just take him to like a park and walk. And I like these bridges. They're kind of cool. And I'd get bored of just going to the same place all the time. As long as I don't drop my phone holding it like I am in the water, I'll be good. He was a fun dog to take on walks at like parks and stuff. Yeah, mostly he wasn't doing that bad, really at all, other than arthritis. And then I did notice he started kind of getting tired for a couple weeks. And then there was one day he acted like he felt really, really bad. And then by the next morning, he got on a walk where he acted like he was too tired to walk up the hill and wouldn't eat treats when you tried to give him treats and everything. So it was on like a Sunday, so we took him to like an emergency place, and they said he had a fluid sac on his heart, and it was probably from like a cancerous tumor. They said they weren't sure, and they said they could try to suck some of the liquid out of the sac and then do some more, send him somewhere else that could do more tests. And he might live a little longer. Like I said, if it's cancer, they could do treatment, but they only usually last a few more months. So basically said we could put him to sleep, or we could keep him alive, and do all the tests, which he hates, going to the vets and stuff. But he had like a very low chance of living more than like a couple months max. So figured that would mostly just be torturing him, making him do all this stuff, and then finding out he wasn't going to make it, since they felt his chances were so low.
Would you stay together?
I mean, I don't know. Probably, maybe.
Yeah, so there's another little bridge that goes over this creek. There's all kinds of cool little trails here. But anyways, I'll stop talking about depressing stuff. I just figured I'd explain in case, you know. I have blackberry bushes growing up in here. That's not good. Especially if they start taking over the place. There's like Himalayan. Yeah, it's a pretty cool garden. It's not huge, but what the heck? Yellow jackets nesting nearby. Caution. Oh. Hi, Dawson. How are you today? If you come, there's not that many flowers right now. If you come here in the spring, there's like tons and tons. Also, the garden looks nice. I'm sorry. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but like it just, you know, it's something that happens. Like animals don't live that long, I guess, compared to people. Yeah, if you come here in the spring, there's like tons of flowers, and then another month from now when the leaves are starting to change, it'll be like super pretty. But it's really pretty nice even this time of year when there's not that much. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sad about it. I mean, I was depressed for a few days, then I kind of got out of it. I'm not really sad about it because I knew it was going to happen. Animals just don't live like that long. Like 14 is really old. More of just, I'm just like, I don't know. It did actually make me feel good a lot of times, getting out of the house and going on a walk. Wait, really? They live that long? I didn't know they lived like longer than people. That's actually... Oh, parrots live a long time also? Dang, that's insane. Oh, they're carrying pumpkins around. Tortoise on walks. Oh, man, and I thought Mog walked slow. A tortoise walk would just be like freaking, it'd outlive me. I would die of old age on the walk just waiting for it to get someplace. Yeah. Sometimes Mog would like stop and sniff so much. I'm just thinking like, oh, it's taking us like 10 minutes to just go like a few hundred feet. I'm tired of this, but I also like to let him sniff because he seemed to like it so much. Yeah, a tortoise would be like, man. Oh, the tortoise, yeah, and then they'd just be sitting there. Well, I guess I did. I just carry it until a place that I just want to hang out for a few hours, and then put it down and let it go find something to eat or something. Ooh, look, it's like a maze almost going up. Like you have to, like going up through the trees. It's not tall enough to walk through. That's why I said like maze. I'm gonna go up through this trail. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's a real creek. I walked by it earlier. It was a pumping station down at the bottom of the garden, where at least what it looked like, where they pump water back up to here to go down the falls. Uh-huh. It is. Yeah, I guess Japanese garden is what it's called. Oh no, bitrate, what's happening? Okay, now it's back. Oh, now it's not. It's been working so good. Why is it? Okay, it's maybe stopped dying. I don't know. I don't know that. I guess a Japanese garden is mostly stuff from Japan. There's a I guess so. For a second. Yeah. I didn't even walk anywhere. It just freaked out for a second. There's a big old huge botanical garden in like Seattle. This is technically in Seattle. This is a Seattle City Park, but it's a garden. Huh. This just goes up. I can hear water running under that. There's a pipe sticking out. That might be where the water gets pumped to. And it comes out of that pipe right over there where the creek starts. Was there another trail going this way? No, that just goes back around there. Huh. It did kind of cut out again right here. Why is there a dead spot right here? And then when I walked like 10 feet over, it didn't cut out. But yeah, there's a big botanical garden. Alright, bye, Pretty Bubble. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. It was nice talking to you for a few minutes. I'm going to try to go to that one, and maybe like sometime next week. It'd be fun. It'd probably be even nicer to go like a month from now when the leaves are really changing. But this one is way smaller, and it's just a Japanese garden, and it's closer to where I live, and usually less people. The big one that's like really up in like downtown Seattle, you can't go to it on like the weekend or evenings hardly, because just literally all the parking is full. Like, it's free and it has free parking, but like the one time I went there on the weekend, I went there with Errol, and we had to park like a mile away or something and then walk over to it. Just park on the street in front of someone's house. Here's the waterfall again. Yeah, because this one's really pretty, like about a month from now, when the leaves are changing. I'm gonna go back down. I guess this trail came up, and then head over to the kind of other side of the garden. Oh yeah, I've been to Colorado like multiple times, and like they should be changing there this time of year up in the mountains, right? Because I've been there in September multiple times, and it's just really nice. All the like yellow leaves, like super colorful. If I went on vacation like more than just a few hours away, Colorado is usually my place to go. I've been there like 5 or 6 different times. Do you like different parts? Mostly I've been to Colorado Springs like 3 times and went up into the mountains there. And then I've stayed up around like, let's see, stayed in Frisco twice. And then in one of the towns right beside it one time. It's like up near like Breckenridge and all the ski stuff. But Frisco's like down on 90 or on 70. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's super pretty around where you live also. Like, as soon as you just drive up into the mountains. Yeah, I just walked over one of the, it's like Japanese garden style bridge. The like arch bridges. You couldn't really see it from the other side because I couldn't get over to the side. But they have those here. Here's a little arched wood bridge with rocks on it. Oh, dude, there's fish. Look, there's actually fish here. I might zoom in a little bit too much. It looks all grainy. Yeah, that's why I like that area, because the town's pretty nice and you don't have to drive that far to get up into the mountains, and there's so many like hikes nearby and everything. Oh, these are koi. Okay, cool. Guess that is kind of a Japanese garden type thing. Dude, one of my favorite, have you been to Mueller State Park? That's one of my favorite places to go. It's like super pretty. Hello. It's done this before when I zoom in. No, that was actually the app just crashed. I zoomed the camera in, and when I tried to zoom the camera out, it just like froze up. So I had to force close it. It actually went to the VRV screen before I even force closed it. So I guess it just stopped streaming. It's done that before. Normally I stream, at least for the bike streams. When I was at PAX also I used my GoPro, but I'm just using my phone today. Kind of why it was cutting out back there, because I can only use 2 connections at a time on my phone. And my phone is, I'm streaming on the one that has a Verizon SIM card, so I have to use it unless I switch SIM cards, and Verizon doesn't have decent service here. So I'm basically streaming on 1 connection. And if it goes down, then, you know, it goes to crap. Last time I was here, I tried it, and it seemed like I had better service. Ah, nice. Yeah, I really like it. It's, I've gone camping there. They have the whole park is basically up on top of the mountain, and the campground's up on the mountain. So The place I camped there was like, there was a campsite, and then you could walk out on the road in front of your campsite, and you could just look across the valley and see Pikes Peak. So it was just, you know, really, like, really nice view for like camping and stuff. It's cool, just like, yeah. It's like, I think it's like at 8,000, maybe that's at 10,000 feet. It's the camp there the first time I ever went to Colorado, and I'd never been in a place that high elevation, and we were at least smart enough to stay down off the mountains one night to let ourselves get used to it. So we drove in and got a motel in Manitou Springs. Oh yeah, I love Rocky Mountain also. I've been there like 2 or 3 times. I've only been out there like 5 or 6 times, but it's usually I stay for a week and stay like around Colorado Springs for like 3 days or something, and then go up to like Rocky Mountain National Park and stay the rest of the time. Let's back over towards where I was at earlier. Oh, here's some other more flowers. Oh, look, there's a rabbit right there. Just hanging out eating. Well, I can switch to this view where it's a little closer. I would zoom in, but I don't really want to zoom out, and the app actually... I tried it earlier because I didn't know if it still did that. Used to, when I would like zoom in, about half the time when I zoomed out, it would just freeze up. But it's been updated a lot since then, but I guess it still does that. Let's go across here. This maybe goes up the hill, but I can go back down the other side. There's a cool looking bush over there. I want to go where I can see better. One that's either red all the time, or either the leaves are already changing. Yeah, this one goes back down. Old creek. I wonder if that's a real creek, or like a man-made one. I would assume there's probably a real creek here, unless they just like fill up these ponds, keep them filled up, and then they just pump some of it around to make those waterfalls. And this trail is so thin you almost can't walk without sideswiping all this holly or whatever it is. Look at this tree. It's like there, and that piece is growing out along the ground, and then it grows up and sticks out over the water. Hey, this bush with the berries, we have one that looks exactly like it growing in our yard. Actually, a couple of them at different places. Because we have a few Japanese maples and stuff too. Like someone at some point seemed to, it looked like they planted a bunch of like Japanese garden style foliage. Weird bush, yeah. Oh, here's the, I guess this one maybe is green part of the time since the leaves down at the bottom are green and it's just already changing. I wanted to see this because it looked really bright. So these trees are kind of cool too. Funky looking like trunks and stuff. See, which way to go here? Oh, that goes right in there. There's two rabbits over there, like running around. Like right in the middle. One of them ran away. One's still out there. See, there's some funky trees here also, like that small one in the middle. Just kind of well, it's a big, looks like stump at the bottom that a bunch of little trunks grew out of. There's basically nobody here hardly today. But right back there, I was like really like talking, really like moving my phone around to different, pointing at different stuff, and then I like turn around and I see these people like kind of across the lake looking at me weird, like, what the freak is he doing? And then when I was looking at those rabbits, they like walked by behind me from one trail to another one. Yeah, it's real. seems like a nice place to like sit down and stuff. Yeah, I got here and I figured since it's a Friday, maybe it'd be busier, but there was like no cars even in the parking lot hardly. A really nice day to come here because it's in like mid 60s temperature. It was sunnier more earlier. It's mostly overcast, but yeah, basically have the whole place to myself. This is a Japanese maple. I don't understand why some of them are like red or purple or whatever, and some of them are like totally green, or at least the leaves look the same. That's what I usually call a Japanese maple. There's a bank. I just don't know what I'm talking about. You see here, then that looks like this thing kind of leaves, and it's a little more like, it's not green, a little more like reddish looking. I actually looked at most of everything. There's a nice pond up here and a few nice things. So it's not a huge garden. You can kind of just walk around slow and look at everything and see it all in like, I don't know how long I've been here, maybe an hour. App says 15 minutes, but it restarted. Oh, I guess I've been live for 52 minutes. So yeah, that seems about right. Okay, yeah, cool. But yeah, it's nice, and it's like an hour of walking. Sorry. There's nice stuff over right there. Oh, there's a water hose right over there in the middle of this stuff. I was wondering if they watered this stuff or if it rained enough here in the summer. It doesn't rain that much here in the summer usually. And I was wondering if they had to water this stuff or if it rained enough for it to like not die. Please do not feed fish or ducks. Human food kills koi. Oh. I've seen some huge fish in this pond at one point before. Maybe they're koi, but they were a lot larger than the koi. Oh, there's one way over on the other side that I can see now. It's right in the middle, right at the edge. Below those like green vines or whatever in the middle, below those ferns. It's like orangish looking. Like right up that rock sticking out of the water. Oh, there's a turtle on one of those rocks. Oh, this is the trail that goes up to the road. I don't know if there's anything cool. Probably not anything that cool unless there's some leaves this time of year that are changing. Go this way first. Oh, really? Cool. It seems like there's not that many of them places. Until I moved around the Seattle area, I had never lived any place that had a Japanese garden. Like, seems like a nice place to like sit. You can just, oh yeah. I think that's kind of how this was. It's a Seattle City Park. But I think most of it is like volunteer work, like, you know, caring for all the plants and donations. Ooh. The most advanced one. That does sound hard to pull off if it's going to be really like fancy or something. And probably expensive, and if they have to have donations to pay for it. That does sound pretty hard to like raise enough money and everything for the whole thing. Oh, there's some that. Oh, here's all the flower area. Oh, really? 6 million doesn't actually sound that much for building a whole garden. Not for how expensive stuff is a lot of times, but as far as raising 6 million with donations, I mean, you know, does sound like it might be hard to be doable. So like, you know, maybe not a lot to build a garden, but a lot to raise. Ooh, this is a whole flower area I found. Oh goodness. So they're like, wow, I wonder how long they've been raising it. Like if they just started, that might not be that bad. But if they've been raising money for like a year or something, and that's all they have, then I would just say the garden seems like it's never going to happen. This is an area I've seen people out here with like blankets and stuff, just like laying out and chilling. I'm over here. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, pee real quick while I'm here at the bathrooms, and then I'll. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how like this got done, and it's like these. They used to only have porta potties here, but they like opened these last year, like restrooms, like which are like brand new. Who knows how much like those cost? I know I've seen on their site because I've looked on the site for this garden just to see like when it closed, make sure it didn't close until like sunset, and they have a place where you can volunteer, I believe, and donate. But I guess maybe the city pays for a lot of it too, since it's a city park. You hide it in the bush and just leave it facing up. You can just see the sky. I mean, I can. That would be nicer than a DRV screen. I could probably sit out in the open. There's like me and 4 other people here or something. Like, I don't think anybody would walk by and see it in the like 2 minutes it takes me to pee. There's a squirrel over there. Can I set it up? A squirrel viewing area. Picnic area here too. Dude, I could do that. And anyone that shows up, you just tell them that I died. Just like, Meg died like just a few minutes before you made it here. All right, here, let's do it. All right, see, I'm here, right here, and then I get murdered by a tiger, and it's gonna cut off when I walk too far away from my hotspot. I get murdered by a tiger, and it falls down here in the bushes and just lays there. Hello. I can't. Did it cut off a lot while I... Oh, it's not on Wi-Fi. Still not. I grabbed its jaws with my hands and just like slowly pulled myself from its grasp. So why is it so slow now? It's back on Wi-Fi, but it is not working good. Alright, now it's better. I switched to my other phone. Wonder what the heck these are. I'm kind of surprised I did that, but like, you know, you can give me an idea, I'm probably just gonna do it if I can't see any reason not to. And it's like, I just sat my phone between the bushes. I didn't sit it on the bushes, so I wasn't I'm good. Where there's like Japanese tomatoes. Oh, this is the other side of the trail that goes down from the building. Why is it struggling with that? Hotspot is working. I'm sorry. Okay. So this is the only consequences for doing what I did is for some reason. Okay, now it's finally come back. I walked away from the phone enough that it disconnected from Wi-Fi, and for some reason the hotspot that was working great before it disconnected, when I reconnected, it wouldn't give the phone any data. So the gray dots is it's struggling on Verizon, and I said Verizon didn't really pick up. It has basically no upload. But it finally reconnected and it's getting data. I don't know why. I wasn't in a different area. Just for some reason the phone. Oh no. It just died again right there, but then it came back. This is a nice area. Now it's dying again for some reason. For some reason, it's just randomly having problems, even though it wasn't earlier. There's some more these snowball bushes or whatever they are over here. If any, this is a bad, it's pretty bad IRL streaming. Trying to like deal with internet. Let me find someone ready to sit down and I'll restart that hotspot. See if it works. Starts working better. It should be watchable right now, just probably kind of stuttery, like low FPS, at least I think. I'll sit down here and alrighty. Take my backpack off and take the hotspot out real quick and restart it. Oh, randomly? Okay. It's, it is mostly running okay, and then it drops bitrate a lot, and my phone, the app I use, isn't as fast as at throttling down bitrate as my backpack is, so it basically grays out for a few seconds every time. I'm gonna pull the battery out of this. So I have that backpack I built. That's the reason I do streams and they don't just constantly gray out. So IRL streaming is so bad, like, you know, with cell service is so bad that I usually have 4 connections, and then I have software that is better at throttling down the bitrate, and then it works okay. I just thought I'd have way better service here, and it's nice to kind of want to use my phone. I could just like point it around better, and it's nice to just use a phone sometimes and not carry a whole like big thing. But I guess I should have. I can use my phone anyways. I just have to, I can stream from my phone over Wi-Fi to the backpack. It's really confusing. It took me like, I think you saw a lot of the IRL streams where they just cut out constantly, like unwatchable for like weeks before I kind of figured out what I was doing. It takes literally, like, people think streaming VR games is hard. Streaming VR games, like, you know, getting chat and everything, you can see them, is no effort at all compared to IRL streaming, compared to how much stuff you have to research. So it just took like basically months of researching. And to get it decent. So I have a really good setup about the best one you can get without just spending a huge amount of money. But yeah. The doggo trying to come over here at me. Alright, is the other Wi-Fi back up? It it's still not working. And neither one of them are working now. Okay, now this. Oh, well, I might. It worked fine when I walked through this area earlier. Maybe it has bad service now and I'm missing a dead zone. I'll walk back down to the other part of the park. Where. Got everything? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna come back here in like a month or something when the leaves are changing. I will make sure I bring my backpack so it doesn't mess up. I have a really small. Actually, don't think you can hear me right now. Okay, now it's maybe not dying. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because when it goes gray sometimes, if it's not enough bitrate, then the audio cuts out also. But that's like, I don't have that bad of service here. It's just, I mean, it's not horrible. This just isn't as good as throttling down the bitrate. Like my backpack with the amount of bitrate I'm getting could keep this, I think, perfectly fine. Might not look that great, but it would keep it from going gray. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So you can actually hear, just can't see some of the time. So been on the whole garden. Here's a little trail that goes out of the garden, I think over to the neighborhood. In the winter, it gets really muddy. In the summer, it might actually be more walkable. It hasn't rained much lately at all, so. Like, I'm getting 2.5 megabits of bitrate right now with both connections combined, and that's usually enough for my backpack to be like basically there's this valley, and there's like just some subdivisions out that way. So I think this goes to it. So if you live down one of those roads, you can just go walk down this trail and go visit the garden, and then go walk back to your house. Here, I just walk out here a little ways. It's usually a nice trail. It gets muddy. So it crosses a creek in here that runs into the garden. I forgot about that. There's actually water. So there is a creek that runs through the garden. I guess it keeps all those ponds full and stuff. I think the pumping station is a pump water out. The creek comes down here. It doesn't come from that hill that the waterfalls were going down. So I think there's a creek going through, and then they pump water out of the creek up that hill to make those waterfalls. Yeah. Just wanted a creek going down the hill so they could have, fancy waterfalls. Oh yeah, so here's the part. The trail gets like really muddy here because it goes over a creek there, and then I'm not gonna go further than that. I've gone down to here before, like sat for a few minutes. I've gone a little bit past that creek and just like yes, I did mud, and, in water and mud every chance I get. Like, it's just amazing. Yeah. You just go sit in mud like a dog. Trying like where he would try to make his water black. And I'm just having a good Thanks. Well, it wasn't cutting out until recently. It worked great earlier, Farrell, and then I decided to go use the restroom and was gonna cut my phone off, and Vinny suggested me throw it in the bush and then he could tell people I got eaten by a tiger. And that just sounded great, so I did it. And it was working great before that, but I was streaming on basically only T-Mobile. The other two doesn't have good enough service. And for some reason I walked far enough away. The heck? Did the stream go literally offline? Interesting. So that was our internet at home going off, and not my phone. Unless OBS crashed in Farrell's home and she just restarted it. But oh, hello. So yeah, I guess Comcast went out for however long enough to restart the stream, restart the entire stream. I'm still having bad internet with my cell phone also, but it going completely down is my cell phone has bad internet and the internet at home went down all at the same time. Okay. Well, I guess the internet's back up. And I guess it was down. For like a few minutes. Oh, here's some little flowers. Just a few. Well, now you can see the stream. Okay, cool. I mean, it's working because I'm streaming to Twitch. Huh, interesting. Well, it disconnected. I wonder if it just completely disconnects, if it doesn't. That is interesting. Maybe it didn't and it's a Twitch thing. I mean, I've seen it disconnect before and OBS got confused and said it didn't disconnect or anything. It could be a Twitch thing. Huh, interesting. Oh, look. These look like those flowers. They have flowers, but the leaves look like, whatever those flowers are, the nice ones that grow in they've been growing in our yard. Farrell, do you want to see all the nice flowers here? There's a whole flower area over here I found with a bunch of flowers. Yeah, that's those are rabbit right there. I forgot what they were called. Yeah, columbine. Oh yeah, and if the stream looks bad, it's really funny. It was working great here. I'm only using my phone, and Verizon's not good today, and even though the other day AT&T was good, but it's not good either. So I was streaming on only T-Mobile, and I went to go use the restroom, and was just gonna like stop the stream on my phone, and then Vinny, I think he was joking, probably. Either way, it was a good idea. He told me I should just throw my phone down in a bush, and he could just tell people I got eaten by a tiger if they showed up while I was gone. So I literally did that. I threw my phone down in a bush, or sat it down, and went to the bathroom, and I walked far enough away that it disconnected from Wi-Fi. So then when I got back out and I reconnected it to Wi-Fi, the freaking hotspot ever since then is just like dropping a lot, even though it was working perfectly. It was working perfectly in the same area before I did that. Yeah, it really is. He suggested that, and I'm like, dude, it was just such a good idea. I just had to do it. So I went and laid my phone over there in some like bushes. Look, these look like those flowers that I have inside. There's no leaves on this plant, but those two flowers I have in that one pot, those look like the same like type of things. There's nobody not here. There was like 4 cars in the parking lot, and I've only seen a few people. So, and my phone was in a, yeah, I did too. And my phone was in a bush, so it was like hard for people. Nobody would have really found it. It was funny though. I got out of the restroom, and there was a guy walking right down the trail that I set my phone at. So I kind of just stood over at the side. I didn't want to go walk up right in front of him and go reach down and pick my phone up out of the bush. That was just going to be too awkward. So I just had to wait for a minute and kind of like look at bushes until he walked by, and I waited until he kind of walked out of sight, and then I went and reached down and got my phone out of the bush. I was like, oh my goodness, that's gonna be too awkward. Alright, bye Benny. Hope you have a fun time playing games. It was nice chatting. Bowing to peer pressure. Goodness. Oh yeah, these are either. There's some kind of fruit or something. Oh goodness, it's bad now. It just went down to like 300 kb. Alright, anyways, if the stream is good enough where you can see it, here's the flower area. It's like it's this big open clearing place, and there's a bunch of flowers planted on this side. See? Oh, they're really pretty. Okay, cool. I figured out just to take my Belavox next time I stream here. It is nice not wearing a huge backpack. Yeah, me neither. Because I have my small CamelBak with a small one battery pack in it, so it's basically a lot more comfortable, but I mean the stream doesn't look as nice. It's cutting out a lot. Yeah, they look really nice. There hadn't really been any flowers in the garden, because the bushes and trees and stuff, I guess, they flower in the spring, but not this time of year. And then I walked up to this area, and this is, I guess, where they plant all the flowers at. Everything else is kind of like bushes that will, you know, kind of like those that will get flowers. But this is the only part of the garden that really has a bunch of flowers. Oh, look, the sun came out. It's shining on the trees a little bit. Well, I guess I looked at everything basically. I might go like walk down here and go down the main trail again. And then maybe head out. Like head home or whatever. It's really fun though. It's really nice just like walking around here and hanging out anyways. I only occasionally see someone. It's basically like I have the whole place to myself. It's so deserted today. You did push-ups, nice. Wait, didn't you have your workout today? Like, did you do the workout and you're doing push-ups now? Or do you mean you did push-ups? Oh, you did push-ups at the workout. Easier this week than last week, nice. Last time I tried, I couldn't hardly do push-ups at all, so. You're a lot better off than I am. Do push-ups at. I know, that's pretty cool. Oh, all your, oh, like core and arms and shoulders. Oh, and I guess legs and everything. Yeah. Full body. Mm-hmm. It definitely has to be a hot spot because this area down here, it wasn't messing up at all earlier. It was holding like 7K bit rate easy, and it's like my phone's basically limping along on Verizon. I had the hotspot. I did. I pulled the battery out and restarted it. Remember how I used to use it all the time, not plugged up? I could do it again, yeah. See, now it's holding 7K bitrate easy, and it's getting like almost all the data from the hotspot, but then it just like craps out for a little bit. This was happening randomly on streams, and I started making sure I plugged it up to a battery pack the entire time. Once I figured out I thought it was overheating. Well, I'm dumb and I didn't have it plugged up to a battery pack today. So it was running off of its internal battery. And it did run for about an hour like that before it started freaking out, which is what it's done before. So I think I'm stupid and let it overheat. Yeah, it's plugged in now, so I thought maybe it would cool off and start working better. But I guess maybe since I'm trying to use it, it just is staying overheated. Maybe I do need to just restart it again. Oh, here's some more of those flowers. put it. Yeah, instead of leaving my phone in the bush, I need to leave my hotspot in the bush. I think there's a bench over here. If there is, I'll sit down and take the hotspot out. And oh, there's not. There's a viewing area of the. Oh, there's a duck over there in the pond. Here, I'll sit on this rock. Smart idea that you came up on your own? What do you mean? Like, about putting it in a bush? Hi. Alright, take my backpack off and take the hotspot out. Oh, yeah, it feels like it's overheating. Like, just feeling like how hot the battery and the hotspot feels. It is, yeah, about as hot as it would get when it would stop working before. The rock I'm sitting on is actually really cool. And I just sat it back here on the rock and it can cool off for a few minutes. And it kind of sucks. I tried streaming the other day on AT&T and it was working good. Today I have 5 bars, and if I do a speed test I get like 150 meg download. But only like 3 or 4 upload, and like I'm using AT&T and Verizon right now, but it's not getting consistent 3 or 4 meg upload. It goes from like 3 or 4 and it drops all the way down to like 300 kilobytes and stuff. The only thing I can reliably use is T-Mobile, and I guess the hotspot's overheating. This would be interesting to let it cool off and see if it actually works better, you know? Like, I've always assumed it was overheating when it does that. There's a nice red tree way over there in the middle. There's a few things that are starting to change. It's just most of the stuff's not. I think it needs to be like another month from now before, like, it's really leaf season here. I guess just like in the mountains here. I didn't know if these trees here in a Japanese garden, if they'd in a bush. Oh, I see why AT&T is so bad today. It's not actually, most of the time it's getting decent upload, the latency keeps going up to like 2000 ms and stuff. And this can't deal with that. That's just too much latency. And the hotspot actually feels like it's cooling off already. It'll look weird just sitting here with my hotspot out on the rock and stuff. Oh no, they're actually not. They're going on a different one. Oh, there's some little white flowers right there, kind of growing out of the side of that bush right in front of me. Alright, hotspot's quite a bit cooler. I'm gonna turn it back on and see if it works any better. Might be a little bit warmer than I also pulled the wire out, and I had it not plugged up, and then I had it plugged up, but it's in the same pocket sitting against my battery pack, which is a little warm. Now it is in its own pocket, so it's a little cooler and it's separated from the heat. Let's see, its Wi-Fi is on. Oh, I'm also using it differently. Normally I have it plugged up to the battery. I also, how I've been using it with my Bella Box, I've been using it on only wired, but not even running a hotspot, and it probably stays cooler also not having a hotspot, because it doesn't have the radio and stuff making heat. Hey, so far it might mess up, but so far it's working great now. So I am using it in hotspot mode instead of USB only mode, and that might make it work, that might make it overheat quite a bit faster. So I didn't have it plugged up plus that, so I used it a few times when my Bella Box with the hotspot turned on, and it seemed like it waited to get hotter. It never like stopped working, but it did seem to get quite a bit hotter. There's another cool tree. cool ones. Like the audio playing twice. Or something. Here, it's gonna go sideways real quick while I can try to. Oh, I see. What I just did tried to restart, I guess, the source and everything, supposedly. It could be the app. I could restart the app on my phone. I guess it could be a Twitch thing also. Have you tried refreshing the stream? The fix command? I think it reloads the like source. So like how OBS is loading in the stream. So if there's something where the audio and video is not synced or something and is messing it up, it could fix that. I've had on a Twitch app get where it had delayed audio a lot. Like where the audio would just be delayed behind the video. So I guess I could see the audio doubling too. That seems like a Twitch app type of thing, messing up type of thing. Oh, this is cool. You have to duck down and get under it, and it's another one of these cool trees. Wait. The heck? Wait, that's a different tree. This is a tree that comes underground and goes up, and it's just leaning against the other tree. You've tried both and it's doing both? Alright, let me restart the... Hello. Yeah, it could be. That's funky. That tree there, and it's just lying over on the ground, but it's still alive. Is it still doing it? If it's not, then it was I restarted the app on my phone. Well, dang. Oh, look, they have a pole here holding up those. And they have this tree propped up. It's interesting on a fence posts. I don't think I've ever walked under this trail, on this trail. You kind of have to duck under the trees. I've been here. Alrighty. Oh, I guess getting on computer. That was cool. just one of those growing sideways trees. Oh, this is nice. The sun, it was sunny today, and then it got like really cloudy. Like some clouds just came over, just solid sheet of clouds. Now it's got more blue sky. It's nice here, the trees, like the tops of them being in the sun. Oh, some of the trees like this are starting to change. The leaves are changing. Oh, there's so many. Well, it sounds like crows over there. I can hear. Oh, there's another flower spot where they planted more flowers. This is nice. I was just saying this is a nice place to sit and just hang out, and then a mosquito landed on my leg. I've only seen one so far. It might still be a nice place to sit and hang out. But if I start getting eaten by mosquitoes, it won't be. I was gonna show Beryl those flowers. but she's actually coming back. Hello. Thank you for the follow. And hi. Whoosh, whoosh. Look at the flowers now, and then head back towards the exit. Back towards your car. Hope you're having a nice day. Oh, the grass is actually wet here, like it rained. Maybe it rained here this morning, and it's just, well, it's kind of muddy here too. Maybe it rained here this morning, and stuff just doesn't dry out too much. You have some nice flowers. There's certain areas here, it seems like that they plant flowers. Oh, look, there's a squirrel over there. Up on that tree. Eating something. Sitting up on the limb. That's cool. Looks like it has a nut or something that it's just eating. Yeah, see, the grass has actually got my shoes wet. Like, legit, almost looks like it rained recently. All the grass is really green, but I don't see sprinklers any place. I've seen water hoses a few places, like around between bushes and stuff. Doesn't really look like there's no way they manually water all of this though. That'd take way too much time. Nice flowers. Yeah, I don't know. Usually, I mean, most parks have them there down in the ground and they pop out, but you can always see where they're at. I don't see anything here that looks like there's sprinklers. Oh, is it still echoing, Farrell? Did you get on your computer? Did that fix it? Oh, were you here when I showed the flowers over there just a minute ago? I found some more flowers. Thought I'd show them to you if you wanted to see them. Another little flower area. Oh, nice. So maybe it's a mobile thing and it was just happening with both apps. Or maybe it was something else and it just stopped. See, another flower area. Oh no. So it's been like, you went to check OBS and then forgot about it. It's just been running the whole time. Okay, I was wondering what, you said BRB and then you just never showed back up. I went over and sat on a bench right over there a little bit and then kind of waiting, and then I thought, well, I'm just going to go look at the flowers now because I don't know when you're showing back up. Awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about see, the grass is really wet here. It's like getting the tips of my shoes wet. like it just rained or something. Or maybe rained last night and just doesn't really, I know some of the places, some of the bushes. Oh no, did you like check that floor is hard to get off of because it has the green tiles on it, so it's comfortable to lay down on, and then you just don't want to get up. Because a normal floor you don't want to get up, but then it also starts hurting after a while, but that's comfortable enough that you can just you could probably sleep on it. It's like a trap, you know. You were calling the dog traps for Mog. Well, that floor is a human trap. You can just like lay down on it and then like go to sleep. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. I was waiting for it to see if it was still working or not. It was actually my hotspot overheating. Like, I let it sit. I took the battery out and let it sit out for a little bit, and it's working just fine now.
Well, but maybe it also isn't always what they.
Here's this cool tree too. I think it's a pretty cool one. How's the light twisted around? And kind of like that one growing out into the ground. Yeah, but it's been running great ever since I took it out and let it cool off. So that whole time stream was dying. It was just because of my hotspot overheating. I mean, other than the time that I guess the internet at home cut off, and it just completely disconnected. I know there's something not normal happening because like the whole stream disconnected. It could have been because of the internet cutting out. You said OBS said it didn't drop any frames, and I thought, well, maybe it could be a Twitch thing. Twitch could be having problems, and that could be why the echo, it could have cut out, and then there could have been an echo. And then either you going on your computer fixed it, or either it just fixed itself. So there's some cool leaves in different colors. And it's actually starting to get chilly out here now. Very tall tree, like straight one. I mean, not like, they don't really stilted. Oh, that might just be for me moving, like, and the yeah, I see little jerks every now and then. Like, I think that's just from when I move too much, and then the image stabilization just like kind of you know, jerks like that. This app is kind of heavy. Like, I mean, with the TTS app and everything I have running also. I opened Discord earlier to see a notification, and my phone was so bogged down it took the Discord app like forever to launch, which I mean it's also heavy, but I mean it could be my phone lagging sometimes. It's not super hot. It's probably on the way to overheating. I'm streaming on it for so long. I have it plugged up to a battery pack, but still it gets hot. Sure can probably, yeah, because I can see it doing that every now and then on, like, looking at the screen. I think it's just literally the phone. Either image stabilization freaking out sometimes and not making it super stable, or they're just literally lagging. Hey, here's some more of those little flowers. Cool. I guess like when my one hotspot that works messes up, and maybe the lagging and stuff is one of the disadvantages of streaming on a phone compared to some of them. It's really light and nice to just carry around and not have that huge backpack, but I guess just not as functional, you know, as a Bellobox. Because even when it was going great earlier, my Bellobox is so good at throttling down the bit rate, like when it has to. Verizon's mostly running at 2 or 3 megabits here. It's just really up and down. It goes from like 1 to 2 or 3. And this takes so long to throttle down the bit rate. Like when T-Mobile hotspot wasn't working, it would just choke for a few seconds while it was trying to throttle down. And ooh, there's a fish. I'll go over here, we can see them better. It just takes it a long time to throttle down. And Bellobox is really, really fast at it. So if it's kind of really unstable, up and down bit rate, it can handle that. It seems to be able to handle that like really, really good compared to this phone. Here, look, see? Big fishies. See one out there right in the middle. Oh, and there's two way over on the other side, right there. Beside that rock. Like this, all the trees and everything. The whole place is just really pretty. I think I'm gonna head back to the car and then stop. I'm actually just kind of getting cold. That freaking looked weird on screen. Look, there's a little bird down there. Just flew away. Oh, here's some more. I forgot what they're called. Do they look just like the geraniums or whatever? Is that what they were? The ones that grow in our yard? Like, I mean, there's other flowers in the yard too, but the ones that we didn't plant. Oh, columbine. Oh wait, geraniums are what I bought at Costco and planted in those pots, I think. Okay, those are columbine. So I think geraniums are what I bought and planted. Okay, cool. You actually remembered. So they have a, they're gonna have a sculpture thing here next Saturday. Not tomorrow, but the next one. Or you can, I guess I'll have full sculptures set up in the garden and you can look at them. Well, I guess I should go ahead and end stream. I'm gonna go sit on this bench. Unless I did a driving stream, but there's... Oh, this bench is really warm. I feel cold. And this thing is rock and it's been sitting in the sun, I guess, when the sun was out earlier. And it's just like, it's like sitting on a heater almost. You can feel the heat radiating from it also. So it's just like really nice. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I wouldn't want to stream much. Very far driving anyways, so. Don't know if I should bother rating anyone. Just say 2 viewers. So it's probably... What do you mean by more cultured places have awesome stone heaters? You mean like other countries and I have heard of those. I don't know what area, what place actually has heaters like that. Like what place where you would have to live to have that kind of heater. Fancy Europe, okay. Guess I will raid Terra. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. I was thinking either you told me or someone else told me that like they have like brick heaters or something in Germany. there's people coming. I'm gonna switch this camera where they're in, like, maybe briqueters or maybe fireplaces that really break, so the heat likely it's gonna look weird because I'm trying to look at the app now, so I have to kind of look sideways. Oh no, I guess if you're not in oh, part of the Twitch app goes into portrait and part of it doesn't. Guess the English phrase is masonry here. Oh, okay, yeah. Cool. There's a nice doggo over there. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and walk towards this way while the raid goes.